Hey guys, Ashley here. So I am back with another Twisted Boutique bow tutorial. Like I said in the last one, there are so many different ways to make this bow. So if you're having trouble getting it down, try one of these ways and it might change your life and you might really thank me later. So we are going to do this bow today. It's just a Twisted Boutique bow with two tuxedo bows doubled in the center. So it's a super fun, extra little pop to a Twisted Boutique bow. So I'm going to show y'all a new method for making the Twisted Boutique bow. And then I'm going to show you how I got these bows. One inside and one on the outside. Ready? Let's go. So I am starting with 26 inches double lined. So you'll need two pieces of 26-inch ribbon, and this is 1.5-inch width ribbon. Oh, that is a tongue twister. And then you're also going to need a 9-inch piece, 9 to 10 inches. This one's only 9. This one I used 10. So 9 to 10 inches for one, and then 8 to 9 inches for the second one. You'll need your glue gun, needle, thread, scissors, lighter, measuring tool, and pins. Gotta have those pins. I mean, I've been making bows for a long time. I would consider myself pretty good at them, whether it's freehand or not, and pins just make everything so much easier. You don't have to worry about losing your grip or anything. So I suggest you get some of these bad boys. All right. So I don't want to make this take forever. We're going to take our ribbon, the 2 pieces of 26 inches, and we are going to make we're going to find our centers. So first we're going to start with the 2 ends, and we are literally just going to line them up, fold these bad boys in half like so. Take your lighter, run it over the top to find the center. I'm going to do that one more time so y'all can see this a little better. All right. You see that little line? That's the center of that. Okay, same thing. Fold. Now this is double layered, so you might have to let that heat on there a little longer to be able to see it on this second layer. Okay, now, we are going to match these 2 ends and find the center of the ribbons. Okay, again, I'm going to do that so y'all can actually see it. Okay, y'all see that crease right there? All right. Now, you're going to lay the ribbon out like so. And you're going to get your pins handy. Let me scoot this stuff out of the way. All right. So, if you can see, my crease is, make this a little more centered for y'all. My crease is right here. That's the center of the ribbon. So, we're going to I start at the right side. And you're going to go up and lay down. And you're going to match this line we made with this line, okay? And you're going to make it flush with this ribbon. And then you're going to pop a pin in, okay? Just to hold our spot. Make it flush, line the 2 markers up. Okay, now the second one, we're going to go from the left. We're going to go down and then up. Line these up. So I'm sorry, my hand's in the way. Line these up so this piece is flush. Nothing should be sticking over at this point. Find a pin. Sorry, I know that's not a good angle, y'all. Ow. Okay, so we have that doohickey again. Easy peasy. Okay, now we're about to go on to our larger piece from the 2 extra pieces we cut. But before we do, we're going to go ahead and make this even easier and find the center for both of these real quick. So we're literally going to take this whole thing, and I'm going to have to move this pin. I don't know if that's going to help. We're going to take this whole piece and we're going to fold it over like so. You want to make sure this is lined up. Then you're going to pull and pull. Find the centers. Sounds like I just said center. All right. And then we are good on that for a minute. You should be able to see your lines. Okay? Now, you're going to take your 9 to 10 inch piece, okay? And we are actually going to dab one end of glue, doesn't matter which end, or glue on one end, and we're just going to come over like this, lay it down. Okay, and that's just to keep it together, make your life easier. Now, the piece that you just glued, so where your ends meet, that side is going to be face up with this. So this is the inside or the back. This is obviously the back. So just make sure this doesn't go into the front. Now again, we're going to find that center. Okay. Now, this center is right above my glue mark. So you're going to kind of squinch this down, slide this through the loop, and place it right in the middle. Okay? All right, I'm going to raise y'all up real quick so y'all can see a little better with what I'm doing here. Whoops. Okay. All right. So, like I said, the end of, let me make this closer. Right here is our center, okay, of this piece that we just added. And we want it to make it straight with this, from this little V to this V right there, okay? So that's what I'm doing here. Might be easier to... Okay, and then we want to flip over and make sure that piece is even and in the center. All right. Take another clip and pop it through. I really hope y'all, I didn't just push you all out of frame. All right, now that we're here, I'm going to pull all these extra pins out so we don't stab anybody. So we should just have that one pin left. And that is crooked, so I have to fix that real quick. All right, that's all right. All right, we're good. All right, so from here, we've already found our centers when we made those lines a minute ago, so we're just going to line them up. Now, when I make a normal Twisted Boutique bow, I usually overlap completely, but since we have this going on in the middle, I usually give it just a teeny tiny bit of space. Okay, and also, if you have a print, ribbon with the print on it, you're going to want to make sure when you turn it over, your print is facing the right way. It's not upside down. Okay? All right. So like I said, take that center. You can also find the centers again by doing this. Okay, and we're going to line it up and give it, that is not even at all. All right, we'll flip it over and mess with it that way. All right, so it should look something like this. And then I'm going to check and make sure these are even. That's a little bit longer. This side never looks even. Okay, I swear every time I make one of these. Okay. All right, we're going to call that sorry, I could do this forever. I'm going to go out of frame 1 second. Just to make sure I'm getting an up close look and make sure I've got it right. Okay, so once we're happy with our links, try to make sure this piece is straight back there. You're going to take your needle and thread. Okay, take your needle and thread. We're going to start right here in the middle. We're going to go down. Then we're going to go up about 1 inch. Pull that pin out. Okay, maybe not 1 inch, maybe 1/2 inch. Down about 1/2 inch. And then back up, just like where we started at that center point. Okay. Pull it through. Now this one, I don't pull to tie. I actually do it myself. So just push in, pull out, and then I pull the slack of my thread and then 3, 4, tie around. Okay. Then I'll kind of just play with it for a minute. All right. Then we have a wonderful twisted boutique bow with an adorable center ribbon. How cute is that? But we're not done yet. So let's go ahead and tie off real quick. Okay, and then we're going to do the last piece. All right, we are back to do the last piece. I need to tie off once more. Okay, and then, oops, go ahead and cut this off. Well, cut it all off. And then we're going to tie this bad boy back up. Oh my goodness. Can't use my hands today. Okay. All right. Oh, back. Goodness. All right. So we can set this aside for 1 second and grab our 8 to 9 inch piece. You can change the measurements if you want. That's just what I've worked with. Okay, so this one we're not going to use glue because we can actually sew it. So you're just going to meet the ends. Just a simple tuxedo bow. Not even 1/2 inch, maybe 1/2 inch max. Okay, push it down to the center like that. Okay, and that's the back. So we're going to pull it around to the front. And we're just going to push in with our thumbs and pull out the ends with our thumbs, just like that. Just a regular old pinch crease. And then we're going to just push our sewing needle through. I didn't really pay attention if I got that center, so let's hope I got it center. 1, 2, 3. Looks center to me. Okay. Now go ahead and tie off, and when you tie off, when you're done tying off, do not cut this thread yet, because we are going to attach it to the other bow and then tie off completely so we know that it is as secure as it possibly can be. I always get tangled up and stuff. Oh my goodness. I always, every single day, I get tangled. Okay, so we're going to take this, and remember, we're not cutting this, so I'm going to pull it around to the side. You're going to take your glue gun, just add a little pinch of glue there, and then you're going to line up your threads. Whoops. Line up your threads. Okay, so that means make sure the thread from here and the thread from here is lining up. So you know it's center. Okay. Now, once it's had a second to dry, we're just going to take that thread, goodness, and wrap it all the way around a couple times, just to ensure this bad boy is secure as it comes. Okay, and then we're going to tie off, and I can fidget with this again in a minute. Okay, go around to the back, pop under that thread, pull, loop, push, pull, loop, scoop. See what I mean? Me and needle and thread do not get along. This is why the only thing I sew is bows. Would love to make clothing, but oh, almighty. Okay. All right. What the heck did I do? Goodness. All right. We'll fix that later. Okie dokie then. Now we have a gorgeous twisted boutique bow. It's like a perfect twisted boutique bow. Now, if you don't like how these centers lay kind of flat and you want them more pushed out, you can push them out like so. Some people like this look better. Okay, that is super cute. You can totally do that. Or if you like that more structured twisted boutique look, you just push and pull. Push on this part, pull. All right, now all we have left to do is top them off. Add the clip, add the center ribbon, which if you haven't watched one of my last videos about my double simple savvies, I scratch my clips to give them a porous surface to make the glue, I cannot talk today, hold better. Then I use, that was a little too much, a small dab of Loctite Gel Control super glue, because I promise you it is way better than E6000. No fumes, no smell, no mess. It's perfect. Anyway, just gonna add the clip. Now this is a large alligator clip with grip. So if you have a kiddo with super thick hair, or maybe it's not super thick, but she just has a lot of it, or maybe bows with smaller clips don't hold as well, I would recommend the large alligator clip with grip. I have a lot of customers with thick curly hair, and these work the best because they have that grip to help hold, and they're longer, which just helps hold, especially if it's a larger style bow, a stacked bow. I just definitely recommend these. So I'm going to go off camera, add my glue. And if you haven't watched those videos, you'll notice I only add glue to a small bit of the clip. I don't cover the clip in glue. One, it's messy, and for two, if you notice, the clip doesn't even cover all of the ribbon, so I would just be gluing for nothing. It only covers from here to here. You see that? So there's no point to, you know, just weigh this down with glue. Okay, I let it sit for just a minute. And you can stiffen these. I would suggest stiffening them before you put the second bow on, or it'll just get a bit like, you don't want the whole thing to be super stiff. You might want your boutique bow to be stiff so it holds its shape, but I would not stiffen this top bow. That's just a personal preference, really. But if you're going to do it, don't stiffen the top. Okay, let me grab my 3/8 inch ribbon and I'll be back to finish them. All right, we're just going to finish this off super quickly. If you guys have made bows at all, I mean, I'm sure you know how to put the clip on. And you see how tiny of a dot I used. Okay, whoops. I don't like to put a ton of glue because then it just makes a mess. And before I ship any order out, I blow dry all of my orders, get off any glue strands. I literally use a pair of tweezers to pull any tiny bits of glue off. So I try my best not to make a mess in the first place, because if not, packing orders takes about 2 hours a day. All right, my golf camera. Add my glue. Just flip that through there and lay it down. And yeah, when I finish my orders and I'm packing them up, I literally blow dry and sit and pick off any glue that may have bursted out. So I try not to make a mess in the first place. All right, there we go. I'll straighten up these little center bows. And of course, they'll have a bottle cap in the center. I don't know if this is going to be long enough. Is it? Oh, I think it'll be. I don't know. That might just be a little too short. Let's see. Okay. No, just right. Perfect. This one already had a tiny bit of super glue on it because I just felt it. So I didn't have to add to that. Wrap around. And let's finish it up. Ah, dang it. I was trying to push it out super slow. This glue gun is very testy. I really don't like leaving the ribbon right there under the clip. So I might go back and redo that because that makes me nervous. All right, there we go. We got a perfectly shaped twisted boutique bow with a little pop of color in the center with some basic tuxedo bows. So I hope you guys like this. I hope it helps. If you make any, make sure to comment or tag me if you post pictures. I would love to see. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will see you guys next time. Bye, besties.